Well, good morning, Mrs. Mitchell. How are you?
I'm doing good, Todd. How about yourself?
Pretty good, but it's going to be pretty darn hot over the next couple of days, so
It
I'm
is.
not really looking forward to that too much.
Well, everyone that was complaining about the rain, you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
The rain's gone.
I think summer's here. But I think when I checked, the forecast changes every time I check it, and I think starting Monday or Tuesday, it drops like 20 degrees. So it's going to be more like spring.
That'll be nice.
So that's good.
Yeah.
But you don't care anyways because you're gallivanting off to Sedona, Arizona.
Yes, I will be. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I'm pretty excited and doing a girls' trip, and we're going to have lots of fun.
Yeah, and someone's got to stay here and work, and I guess that's me.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
So where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, we're going to head out to Page, Arizona to go see the Lower Antelope Valley Canyon. And we'll get to see a horseshoe bend. We may do the upper canyon as well. And I also wanted to head out to Lake Powell while we're in that area and maybe rent a jet ski and go check out.
Wow. I'd be interested to see how much higher it is because the last time we were there in 2019, the lake was really
very low. Well, that's exciting. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing, how deep it is. Make sure I take lots of pictures and update Mr. on the trip and how everything's going.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Yeah.
He's a little worried about me with the Jeep and doing some four-wheeling and off-roading. So
just a little bit. She said, do you think I should take our recovery gear? And I'm like, what are you going to be doing? Do you know how to use it?
No, but somebody there will.
Okay.
Anyway.
Stressing me out.
We missed last week because we were out of town on Tuesday, didn't get back late. And so we did have an out-of-town appointment for Todd. And
yes,
so,
I have an eye specialist down in Orange County that fits a very certain kind of contact lens. It's a hard contact lens called a scleral lens. And it's much larger than a normal contact lens, and it kind of re-simulates the surface of my cornea, since it's not right.
It's very big compared to the soft contacts I wear, and to put them in and take them out is completely different. I've not ever seen anything like it, but anyway. But I'm glad that he's been taken care of for now. So it was a very successful visit.
Yeah. So I guess over the last 2 weeks since we last filmed this podcast, we've had several things happen, which was cool. The first thing was a couple Fridays ago, we had some friends over, actually mostly all clients that have become friends, which was really cool. What did we do, Linda?
We had a cigar and wine party, and it was very small. We had a very small group and enjoyed some nice food, a little bit of wine, and some Cuban cigars. That was very nice. Yes,
very, very good, which we got from clients, by the way, too, which was really cool.
And the weather was just perfect. We were able to sit outside. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. We weren't being attacked by mosquitoes. So it was a win-win-win. And
then last week, we were blessed to watch our son-in-law, Sam, graduate. He's been in a 14-week program with CAL FIRE, an officer training. Well, he's going to be an engineer. I'm pretty sure they said in the training or in the ceremony it was officer, something like that. But anyways, the ceremony was up in Ione, California, and we got to watch it online. But that was still really awesome. And then we went to a party for him at their house this last Saturday.
So yeah, lots of fun stuff. It's been really nice. Very, very proud of him and Ashley as well. I mean, to be gone for 14 weeks when you have a baby at home isn't easy. You know, you're taking care of everything. And unlike us, they have a dog and a cat and chickens.
So it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on there, and Ashley was able to manage everything. They even sent us a picture of her mowing the grass. Like, okay.
She never did that when she lived here, just saying. So
very, very proud of him for doing that, and of Ashley for being such a great supportive wife. So great job.
Yeah, and then last night we had an awesome date night. So one of the things we used to love to do all the time before COVID, everyone kind of talks about things like before COVID, after COVID.
It's like the marker, right?
It is.
That's
it's definitely,
when everything changed.
It's a line in the sand. But we used to on a regular basis go over to Ruth Chris to their happy hour. and it's really, really good. So we did that last night, went to the farmer's market. You visited the booth that you went specifically to go see, which is...
For the mushrooms. I went in to go look at the mushrooms. I had gone by their booth.
What are you doing with mushrooms?
Well, you know, mushrooms are very healthy. They're very, very healthy to have. And
so not like a psychedelic?
No, it's not a psychedelic. Lion's mane is really good. They have, I think it's tiger's tail. And there's 3 other ones, and
what do these things do?
Well, they all do different things. Like lion's mane has been known to slow down or stop dementia. It's very good to get rid of brain fog. And so if you're having a couple of issues with that, or
clarity in your thinking.
Clarity. And then the other ones help with blood pressure. Some of them help with like cancers and things like that. So very, very good. So there was something in the news about another bank, but
Yeah, so I just actually read this morning. I saw some rumblings yesterday about it, but another bank is kind of teetering on the edge, and this one's called First Republic Bank.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, so it says the shares of First Republic Bank continued to plunge on Tuesday as regulators in Washington and financiers in Wall Street scrambled to come up with a plan to stabilize this ailing bank. So it's a California-based bank, and their stock price is down 93% since the beginning of this year. And the bigger issue is they've had $100 billion withdrawn from the bank since the problems that happened with the last banks in March. So this is another very large bank that is on the brink of failing. And so right now the FDIC is trying to figure out, do they step in? Do they rescue it? Not really.
It'll be interesting to see if that happens, because as you know, they only like to bail out the big ones. And if this is just a local California bank,
still $100 billion is a lot of money. So I don't know how, I need to look into it more to see what's going on.
We'll keep you posted on that story as we get more information. Right now, what we have is not a whole lot.
So what do you think about Tucker Carlson being fired from Fox News? That's the big news that everyone's talking about this week.
Well, him and Don Lemon, right? Both of them
You're
the same day around the same time. You know what?
No one likes Don Lemon though. I mean, CNN's their ratings are atrocious, whereas the opposite, Tucker Carlson's a huge moneymaker for Fox. I mean, he has ratings through the roof, and so does Fox News in general.
Well, CNN was already dropping in the ratings. They'd already lost a lot of viewers and money.
So why put up with some cantankerous guy that says...
But Fox had not lost really a lot of viewers and a lot of money. However, I do believe that this is going to cause that. So...
Yeah, but I mean, it's basically what it is censorship. They are censoring a conservative voice that they feel is too conservative. And
you have to have balance. You can't just, if you take away this point of view because you don't like it, but you take this one, what's going to happen is you're going to be like this, and that doesn't work. We need to be balanced, because we all have our different beliefs and the way we think things should be. And it's kind of like salt and pepper. You need to have both. You can't have one without the other.
Well, it's kind of, in some ways, it kind of reminds me of this Dylan McNerney thing. Did I say that right?
I don't know.
The Bud Light guy. It's almost mind-blowing to think, does Bud Light not know who their customers are? I mean, the fact that they would go and put a transgender male on the can of a beer can, and because when you think of beer drinking people, you're not thinking of that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it just, from a marketing perspective, it doesn't make any sense to me, like just putting my business cap on. You don't want to alienate 99% of your clients, and almost like Fox News is doing that too, in my opinion, because obviously Tucker Carlson's beloved because everybody loves him. His ratings are through the roof. So just from a business decision, it's kind of like, why would you do that to it's like firing your number one salesman or your number one athlete
Well, we'll see what happens, because I think that a lot of times people today, we see a lot of videos out there about people getting attacked for this and that, even senseless things. I just showed Todd a video yesterday. is so shocked. It was out in Valencia, California, and apparently the car in front of them got the last strawberry milkshake. So the car behind them got mad, and they had this big old fight. Somebody caught it on video, and I'm just thinking, wow, no wonder people are afraid to speak out, because you don't know who is going to come at you.
I know.
But yet with something like this, with like the Budweiser thing that you're talking about with the Fox, with the CNN, what happens is when you do things like that, then people from their household can decide to pull the brakes back and let their voice be known without fear that somebody's going to come and punch them, throw soda at them, or whatever the case may be. And
But
I think that's where we're at.
You and I both know, though, those strawberry milkshakes at In-N-Out are really darn good. I don't think I would get out of the car and start a fight over it.
But they're very good.
But I would be really disappointed. Yeah.
So anyway, let's go on to mortgage rates.
Yeah, so you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So
Told
all our mortgage
just a few minutes ago.
So all our mortgage rates went up, not a whole lot, very little. Our 30-year fixed is at 6.52%, and our 30-year FHA is at 6.12%. The only thing that stayed the same was the 30-year jumbo at 6.15%. So other than that, the VA also went up to 6.13%.
So they seem to be kind of hovering in these low to mid 6 ranges for a while.
My guess is that we're going to stay, from this point on, we're going to stay between 5 and very short time at 5. I'm thinking more 5.5.
You mean like 5.75 to 6.25?
No, I mean 5.0.
Oh, okay.
To 6.5 is going to be our new norm. But the 5.0, I think if we do hit that, it'll be very short-lived. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, so if it does get to that jump on it, but the Fed needs to leave it alone so that the market can kind of stabilize and adjust to it.
Well, they need people to adjust to it. Mm-hmm. I mean, when we talk about the market, we're really talking about people. Mm-hmm. We need to adjust to the fact that this is a normal rate and that it's actually a very good rate. And if you're anyone like me or Todd that bought way back when I was in at 9.25%,
Oh yeah, my first mortgage rate was not that much, but it was probably 8%.
Yeah, so
7.75 to 8%.
And if you talk to our parents or grandparents, they were like at 12 and 15 and 17%. So,
but they were buying a house for $15,000.
5 to 6.5, I believe, is where we're going to be, and people just need to mentally adjust to that, because the days of the 2.5 and the 3.5,
I think they're gone,
are long gone, and that was not normal, people. It was.
And they should
not
be
normal.
gone. Yeah.
So,
anyways, well, thank you for joining us today for Coffee with Todd and Linda, and we hope that you have a wonderful week.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Coffee and Common Sense podcast with Todd and Linda. We hope you had a good time and look forward to seeing you all next week.